Today, I'm giving you my first impressions of Crown Shaving Company's shaving cream, coming right up. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Latherhog channel, where we bring you fresh, wet shaving content weekly. My name is John, and if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. So for today's shave, I'm going to give you my first impressions of Crown Shaving Company's shaving cream, as well as the Aftershave splash. Now first off, I need to thank Dino from Crown Shaving Company, who sent a wonderful gift box with these products as well as other ones, which I'll show right now, just to get an idea of all the products they have to offer. I also have to thank my barber Anthony for connecting me with Dino after hearing I was curious about Crown Shaving Company. Please go ahead and check out Anthony's YouTube channel, Anthony Shaves the World. Link is in the description below. So before we get into the shave, let me show you what other gear we'll be using today. So once again, I'm going with the Tatara Masamune with the Nodachi base plate. So a bit of a Tatara hybrid here. For those not familiar with Tatara razors, the Nodachi base plate is a little more aggressive than the Masamune. The Masamune is pretty mild overall. I've done one shave with this combination prior. I really liked it, so decided to go again with it. And this is loaded with a Gillette Silver Blue blade. For today's brush, I'll be going with Bristle Brushwerks. And this here is a beautiful jade-like resin. Nice bands of brown mixed in with the jade green. And this is in a chubby style handle. I had a 28mm silver tip badger kind of lying around. It was brushless, so we're trying to go with this combination. While 28mm, the actual brush handle can handle 30s. So I'm not set that this is the right knot for this handle, but we'll give it a go for today. As I mentioned before, we got the shaving cream from Crown Shaving Company, and we'll be building the lather inside the Pereira shaving bowl. So I've already been soaking my brush for about 5 minutes, and now I'm putting a smear of the cream right into the bowl itself. Kind of a healthy amount there. I was going for a quarter size. Probably got a little bit more than that. Now for the knot itself, I did squeeze out most of the water. It's just damp at this point, and we'll build the lather right here. The scent on the shaving cream is spearmint and eucalyptus. So it's really fresh, really minty. Spearmint always reminds me a little bit of chewing gum. I mean, it's just really fresh. That's not a bad thing at all. Some really nice peaks in the lather here. I just put the face, and let's apply the shaving cream. Now silvertip badgers, I actually don't use them a whole lot. In my experience with them, they are usually super soft, granted, but I like a little bit more backbone since I'm primarily a face latherer. But given that we're working with a cream today, I thought it'd be the perfect chance to kind of break in this brush. Now also with the shaving creams, given that they have more water content than shaving soaps, the process to build it up is fairly quicker too. I mean, you could take your sweet time to lather this if you really wanted to. I don't know, based on the look of it, I don't need to add too much more water. Now, before I forget to mention, I am working with 2 days of beard growth here. And very similar to lavender, I feel like this spearmint eucalyptus combination is very calming. I'm shaving in the evening, so this is kind of a nice, I think this is a nice scent to wind down. It definitely has a relaxing vibe. Now trying Crown Shaving Company's shaving cream here is kind of part of a bigger goal for 2020 to try more shaving creams and kind of see what's out there. Granted, my first love is shaving soaps and artisan shaving soaps specifically. But I think there's something about the more accessible nature of shaving creams, especially for folks, beginners, whether they're wet shaving or slowly upgrading their grooming routine. I think there's some good products out there, both from large companies and Crown's not a super huge corporation or anything like that. So I did get these products a while back, and unfortunately they kind of got lost in the shuffle, so that's totally my fault. Luckily I was doing some spring cleaning of my shaving stuff, rediscovered this, and knew I had to kind of put it right away before I forgot about it again. Anyways, the first pass, no problem. I would say, like many shaving creams I've used before, that the slickness, it's okay. It's average, I would say. And I'm gonna wash off and we'll get into the against the grain pass. All right, let's lather up again. So I do want to sprinkle these shaving cream reviews at least on a monthly basis. And while I have a few in mind, including over-the-counter products like the Gillette Pure shaving cream, I think it's really important to have products that you can get, especially if you're traveling and you need something in a pinch. Finding something in a pharmacy, at a Target or Walmart, I think is really clutch. But if you do have any shaving creams in mind, again, whether they're from large companies or artisan-like, please let me know in the comments below. I'll be sure to add it to my list. I might add a little bit of water here. Yeah, really relaxing scent. Definitely fall back on that. Forgive me, I'm typically more quiet during the against the grain pass because that's where I can really get careless and nick myself. Also have to be more careful because, again, the level of slickness in the majority of artisan soaps now is just ridiculous. So I would say it is pretty different. And that's not meant as a huge knock against this or any other shaving creams. I think that's kind of just part of the nature of the beast. The convenience of shaving creams leads to certain sacrifices in ingredients or other parts of performance. But the main thing here is that it is shaveable. I'll tell you what though, given this product, I can feel more of the blade feel in the Nodachi. So normally the Masamune base plate is negative blade exposure, while the Nodachi is positive. I can definitely feel it more here. And this is a total preference thing. That's not like a manufacturing error where I can feel the blade versus not. It's a style, many blades I feel like have that positive blade feel that people really like. Whether that be the carbon razor or the charcoal goods level 2, those kind of come to mind when I think of positive blade feel, medium aggression, and very popular and very efficient. Anyhow, I was able to, I think, pretty much avoid hurting myself too badly. I'm going to rinse off and we'll wrap up the shave. Okay, now here's the splash. Give it a shake. Get a few drops in the hand. So one thing to note about the Aftershave splash is it's a different scent than the shaving cream. So looking around the label itself, the scent notes on this are tobacco, leather, bay rum, and barber's talc, a true barbershop scent. And it really has that barbershop vibe, but it is a blend of maybe different barbershop styles, because like bay rum is a certain barbershop style. Tobacco and leather aren't necessarily always in your typical clean, kind of lavendery, oak mossy barbershop. This actually is a really nice scent. I probably like this better than the one in the cream. But the shaving cream I think is supposed to be simple and straightforward, and then they want to hit you with a really pleasant, really masculine scent at the end. So, bravo on that aftershave tonic. All right, so now that the shave's done, just some quick thoughts. So spearmint and eucalyptus, I feel like Parasso shaving cream is doing that eucalyptus thing too. It doesn't smell exactly the same, mind you, but it's definitely in the same, in the same family. And at least performance-wise, I will say this performs better than Parasso. Now, Parasso is a perfectly fine shaving cream. I use it myself for my first 2 to 3 years of getting into wet shaving. But for folks who really like the Parasso green scent and want to venture out, maybe try something different, this might be a good option for you. So I'll definitely have to revisit this once I've gotten a few more reviews of different creams out of the way. But, for today, perfectly fine shave. It doesn't feel, overly dry or anything like that. I think the really standout product from the shave is that aftershave splash. I'm really digging the scent. It's a familiar barbershop, but it has their own personal twist. But that being said, that's it for today's shave. So I do want to thank you guys so much for taking time out and joining me. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already so that you won't miss the next video. I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.